And joining us in the studio now is world heavyweight champion Wladimir Klitschko. We'll be talking with Wladimir about some great causes in just a few moments' time. Now, though,
It's offered a way out for those trapped in difficult social circumstances. And now the success of a boxing club in Brazil's capital, Rio de Janeiro, has inspired one of the world's most famous boxers to launch a similar project in London's North Woolwich.
Yes, Fight for Peace launches this Saturday, and we are delighted to have the world heavyweight champion Wladimir Klitschko here in the Setanta Sports studio to tell us more about that whole event. Wladimir, what inspired you, firstly, to get involved in this most worthwhile project?
I'm ambassador of Laureus Sports for Good Foundation, and Fight for Peace is a very important project which is supported from Laureus. All the kids in the age between 18 and 21 can go to the martial arts classes and also to boxing classes and take those classes to get out of the streets of crime or drug abuse, and of course to know how to respect each other, how to respect the opponent, how to respect yourself. And of course boxing gives them a great education also for their future life. I give you a couple of names which are great examples for a lot of kids and a lot of people around the world. As Pythagoras, as Nelson Mandela, as Jack London, they were boxers as well. So through the sport they learned the rules and to learn how to be better in their life.
Some big names there you've dragged out. Pythagoras, yeah. Indeed.
It's great that it's come over to England now. As we said, it started in Brazil. Let's just take a look at what you've achieved in Brazil. Should be coming up any moment. They have some footage. So, how long ago did you start?
The project in Brazil started 5 years. So with the sport, kids have the chance to proceed in their life and get bigger, get famous, get maybe national heroes. If not, they of course through the sport they will learn how to get a better person. Because the kids themselves, they're probably maybe aggressive, or the other kids they don't have self-confidence, and two opposite sides. On the one hand, the aggressive person, on the other hand, the person who is not, really sure that he's strong enough and he can achieve in life whatever he wants, get together in a boxing gym, and in this gym they will win for each other. First of all, they will of course get out with aggression because they're gonna know the rules, and the other part, so they'll get confidence.
Which is different, Wladimir, very different, I guess, to a team sport. So you're an ambassador, obviously, for the Fight for Peace, but also for boxing itself. What other skills can boxing provide a young child looking for some sort of direction?
Boxing is an amazing sport, and sometimes people misunderstand and they think that this is aggressive sport, it's maybe too aggressive. It is not actually. Any sport, of course, if you want to get better results, you have to spend a lot of time, and there are some drawbacks because you probably could get some injuries. It's either soccer or boxing, it's all the same. But boxing especially, for the youth, is very important. How much problems we have around the world, especially with aggression. And those kids in this age, between 18 and 21, they're affected on this aggression. This is natural things. So they, through the boxing, they really can learn how to get out of this aggression, how to put it in certain limits, and how to respect other person, and also, first of all, respect themselves. And if they're too aggressive, then maybe they will put this aggression to a sport, and they're going to be so successful, and they'll be so respectful to the others, and they'll be, as I said, maybe national heroes.
You've been there this morning. Do you see a future champion emerging from North Woolwich at all?
Excuse me?
You were in the gym this morning.
Yes.
Do you see a future champion might be emerging from that area at all? You see any hidden talents as you're looking at the boxers?
I like the spirit. The kids, they're so intelligent and they're so smart. And the kids from the neighborhood, They were training there. They were communicating with each other. They were in different age. There were girls and boys. And I like the communication between them. I like how much respect they show to their coach, because coach showed them the way.
Yeah.
And I like the rules. I think this project will bring a lot of success, and it's already brought a lot of success in different countries, because I visited in the different countries and cities as Berlin and New York, that such a projects like this one really are running successfully, and kids are getting out of the streets, out of the drugs and out of the crime.
Wladmir, of course, you've lived so far a very eventful life, and you're only quite young yourself, but you and your brother, of course, another former heavyweight champion, Vitaly Klitschko, you were involved in movies, correct? Ocean's 11, both of you were in that.
With your British colleague, with my British colleague,
yeah.
Lennox Lewis, he's retired already, but that's true, yes, that was in Ocean's 11, yeah.
How did you get involved in boxing? What brought you to the ring, and when was it?
That was my brother, my older brother. He's 5 years older. He started it, and I always want to do the same what my brother done. And he started to box, and I said after a while, you know, let's try. Maybe I'll gonna beat you in the ring.
You're sparring together.
Later on. No, it started pretty peacefully, and we never fought each other. And actually, when we started to box together, I mean, in the same sport and do the same things, our mom said, you know what, guys, you can do whatever you want to do, but you promise me you will never fight against each other. So we give our promise, and we'll never fight against each other.
Can you imagine the breakfast table in the Klitschko household? No, give me the cereal, no.
How did your mum find watching you box? Is she all right with it?
Yeah, we were big kids, and I was 14 actually when I started to do sport. I went to sports school in Soviet Union, so I was out of the house. Our mom didn't get a chance actually to spend so much time with us, because in the early age we started to do our professional, or build up our professional career. And I never thought that I'm going to be a professional boxer ever, because I want to be actually a doctor, and I want to treat people instead of sending them to a doctor. My brother is currently, he is retired, and he's running for mayor's office of city of Kiev in the Ukraine. On 25th of May is the election day. I'm supporting my brother in the campaign in the Ukraine. And Kiev is such a beautiful city, as beautiful as London, and I'm really excited about London. I was in London 5 years ago, and now I got here again, and it's such a beautiful place. And Kiev, the history of Kiev is over 1,500 years. So I'm very excited that my brother will run the city and give the opportunity to this Eastern European city such a Western link or touch, because this city definitely deserves better infrastructure, better conditions for the people who live in there, and this population of almost 4 million in the city.
Are the polls seemingly in his favour at the moment? Do you know that at all?
Excuse me?
Are the polls seemingly in your brother's favour at the moment before the election?
Right now he is leading, and it's never easy in the politics, but he has such a great campaign and great supporters. And I think he's going to win this election.
I did say.